Panama City is a beautiful place to visit, and Casco Viejo, the old town, may just become your favorite part. This video will show you Casco Viejo. Also, you'll see how I messed up and booked essentially the same tour twice, and why that wasn't bad. This is the view from our hotel room, which was not in Casco Viejo, but what a view. This is the view from Casco Viejo looking back at our hotel. You get the idea. Panama City is very modern, but not all of it. Our first walking tour started in the lobby of the American Trade Hotel. It's beautiful.
So now let's go for a walk.
The tour began just out front of the American Trade Hotel at the Plaza Herrera Square. This was part of the new 17th century Panama City. It was protected on 3 sides by water and 1 side by a vast wall. It's also sometimes called Casco Antiguo or San Felipe. Walking tours here emphasize the various churches and cathedrals, and I didn't always distinguish between them very well, so I'm trying to reconstruct it here a bit. Though I'm being quiet for most of this video, I need to tell you something about these nativity scenes. They're enormous and they depict many scenes from the Bible, not just the birth of Christ. I don't think I really captured how large they are. And there were more to come. It's not hard to tell this area has been recently renovated with all the fresh paint and all the bright colors. One of the first things you hear about Casco Viejo is the legend of this gold altar and how it was hidden from pirates. Here's another one of those very large nativity scenes. These wooden statues of the apostles used to be in the front of the cathedral we'll see shortly. You won't have trouble finding either a coffee shop or a gift shop when you're in Casco Viejo. This is the cathedral where the wooden statues we saw a minute ago have been replaced by stone ones. See that building where construction has been stopped? Here you can see hotels being renovated. If you notice, one is now 4 stories tall. The limit's supposed to be 3 stories. We did not tour the presidential palace, but you can tell it has security. Before too long, you'll be curious about what the nightlife must be like in this area, and if you're like us, you'll return another evening. had seen a Starbucks, but I wasn't expecting a Cinnabon. A short walk later, we were looking back at downtown Panama and the very tall buildings. Panama had to build up because it couldn't build out. Out there beyond the causeway, you can see the ships waiting for their turn in the Panama Canal. The French were the first to try to build the canal, but they didn't succeed. Here's their embassy, though. We got a ride here, and it was back to our hotel. I mentioned we wanted to return to Casco Viejo in the evening for a dinner. We're also big fans of brew pubs, so we went here, La Rana Dorada. I really enjoyed my beer, and I also liked the people watching and car watching that we had from the big window. See what I mean? You don't see that every day, but that hostess for El Corcho probably does. There was definitely a highly visible security presence, but it didn't bother me. In fact, we always felt safe. Now, about Casco Viejo versus Old Panama. I wanted to see a ship transiting the Miraflores locks, and it turned out there was a tour that also went to, open quotes, Old Panama, close quotes. This was a private two-person tour. Well, guess what? Old Panama isn't the 16th century ruins. It's Casco Viejo.
Look, the gray building is right now is a work of the restoration of the building, and that one is was restored like last year, or the last year.
Okay, so
That
be
one
cool
and the
and
next
don't tell the tour guide we've seen some of this before, right? Right.
And so when they celebrate the wedding there, these are the people who you.
I certainly wasn't going to complain about a chance to get a good coffee.
City is at the Ancon Hill, the Bridge of America. Was built for the American in October 12th of the American.
If you wouldn't mind, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks.